The bug didn't affect any other classes, right?
Not that I know of.
Just priests. That's fun.
Most of the individual classes of SimC maintained by people who are of that class, from what I understand. So it's quite well. That's something else. So it's quite possible that the bug was something introduced by the Shadow Priest community when setting up their rotation or something.
Yeah, it had to do with their action priority list, right? Something was wrong there.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And we should apparently put haste mastery on it and not haste crit. Because now our new stats changed, like stat priority changed, apparently.
Yep.
That. Which means we'll have to update our bis list, probably.
Yep.
Fun times.
It affects nearly everything.
Yep. Oh, if I just swap a ring, I get a 128 increase in DPS. Look at that.
Alright, make sure everybody's here. Check the note. Get your buffs.
Are we personal food and flasks?
No open down piece.
You want me to drop a cauldron?
Yeah, Bullseye, go ahead and do it in the doorway. Thank you. Don't take a second one, please.
More loyalists. We must drive them back, my prince.
Need to RP.
You are the key to victory, mortals. Go, strike down the one who has betrayed us all.
Look, Rimonia. These daring mortals have persevered through every obstacle put before them.
Sirs.
It seems we have little choice left but to surrender.
I have a better idea, Master. Let me carve them up instead.
Now there's a thought. We could flay these petulant,
we're for healing?
small-minded creatures and use their bones to pave the path for our ascension.
Secret go here.
What to do, what to do.
Please, Master! It's been so long since I cut into living flesh! Let me skewer them, slice them, slash them, vivisect them, cut ribbons from their...
Pace yourself, Rimonia. Rushing one's work is so unflattering. I shall assist our guests with their atonement. Once they have repented, I will permit you to rend their bodies and send their souls screaming into the maw.
Should we take second flasks at this point?
I have many lucky doos you like.
Alright, let's do a check for full. Make sure Drew, Ava, Sully has a flask. Make sure people are using the weapon and armor kit. If you need an armor kit, they're in the bank.
Did I see a booster by this?
I noticed that too.
Alright, one more red check just for pull. Everyone get in, get your stuff on, get your class set. I'm gonna keep him for all of phase 1 and get him up against the wall in the corner. We have to hold DPS. We're gonna keep the same holding pattern. Alright, let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your blood will be your downfall. Pain cleanses the soul.
Apologies, I missed my soak. Should I get the second?
Vanity will cost you everything.
Yes, please.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Okay, we don't use that.
Gloria, exterminate this vermin.
Splatter them across your walls!
Pain cleanses the soul. lest they
Yeah, start chilling with DPS.
cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they consume. It is time to remember your place, mortals.
You need to possibly grip Reddick.
Crawl to me on your knees.
Just call it if you need it, Rennick.
And I will grant you
He zooms in.
merciful end.
Did it anyway.
Okay. Do.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight. I cut you down.
Touch a dodge. Good job.
I cut you down.
More damage on the higher range one, please.
Perish together. I cut you down. Remonia, massacre these wells.
You can rest, Ricky.
I will cut you down. Perish together. Devoted apostles, handle this filth.
Remember, more on the range to clear the 2 action rolls.
I will cut you down. Massacre these wells. Cut you down. Shadows consume. I will
That's
cut
done,
you
please.
down. Have been a patient host. I show restraint. Courtesy. Very well. You shall have it. None will survive. My reign is everlasting! Your rebellion is at an end.
Would have been just more focused on those ranged ads. The second group.
No, we need to see that farther.
Yeah, we just didn't soak.
These had to be a farther. Ads are fine. Could have been a bit more, but it's not a problem. Get a lock, get it, please.
Channeling at the entrance.
Can you get a G-Bank? Actually, never mind.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance begin. Pain cleanses the soul. Cannot be challenged. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume. Demonia, exterminate this vermin.
Splatter them across your walls!
Pain cleanses the soul. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume.
Start slow down.
Go ahead.
Post. What?
Oh, wait, no, bait.
Splatter them across your walls!
Confess your sins.
Stop DPS
lest
here.
they consume. Your vanity will cost
Full
you
stop.
everything. It is time to remember your sins. Crawl to me on your knees.
0-0 go.
Surrender.
Ava 2.
And I will grant
6-0.
you merciful
Take
payment.
those.
Shut up.
Gods are. You were on the
No, he
outside.
didn't. He didn't
Sorry.
already.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
Alright, jump off.
I will cut you down. rebellion is at
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles. Like you.
You good, Brad? You guys want me to RC or you're still checking logs?
Hey kids.
But I'll drop a bank right here. At the corner.
These are sacred halls! Your intrusion will be met with death!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let your penance begin. Confess your sins, lest they curse. Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul. Cleanses the soul. Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they curse.
Slow.
If getting that one, gonna get in the next two.
Memoria, exterminate this vermin.
Splatter them across your walls!
Pain cleanses the soul. Challenge. Your humans amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul. on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end. Servants, remove this refuse from my sight. Scream for me! I cut you down.
Bit more on the higher range, Dad, please.
Perish together. I cut you down. Warrior, massacre these rebels. Scream for me! Shadows consume you!
Alright, we're on the range.
Apostles, handle this filth! I cut you down. Memoria, massacre these rebels! I show restraint.
Good.
To provoke mine. Very well. You
Watch my back.
Knock back, knock back.
See the way out.
die at my feet.
To put the one in Egypt. Back.
You want plus now?
Yes. Come back. These seats need to go a bit farther. Knock, knock, knock. Knock back. Watch out. Back. He's knocked back. Check your positioning.
Right side, right side.
We're fine, we're getting knocked back. He's in the back. Just don't die here. Rally. Self-play, kill him. Massacre's going. Good job.
On an hour and a half RP.
That was good.
Sword in the stone.
Under that sword.
Okay. You can let her free. You have the technology.
Ramonia is still active.
That's what it's for, baby.
For some reason.
Play the bug where if people stop hitting her, she'll go out of combat, but people won't stop.
Well, the warlocks run AC on her, so like she's gonna have corruption on her no matter what.
Can you guys release?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
Finish Ramonia, maybe?
It's a long time.
Everybody should just suicide.
Or zone out.
And the bus resets.
Just talk to the dude to walk out the front. You don't need to kill yourselves.
Come forth,
You need to walk out anyway.
Alright, we're gonna do the same group as last raid night for hungering. And then we'll go over kind of some of the difference that we're gonna do from that we posted.
Still can't
That's
release.
a big cracker, dude.
We had downtime.
Far side, spread them out.
Ava's still in there. So.
That's not true.
Space. In the circle.
Alright, still down here too.
Or you should be soaking your green there.
Hold on.
700%.
Alright.
Yep.
My favorite's when they overlap like
Circles
that.
to the entrance side.
I guess we shouldn't have released. How do we get back down? We just fall?
You can talk to the dude. Don't click down.
What, dude?
Weird, it's not letting you release still.
I think as soon as Rennick released, it recognized his AC on it and then put those of us who didn't release immediately back into it. So just talk to the guy.
Where is the guy? Back at the entrance?
No, actually I have no idea because I'm dead. But
If you're at the boss, the vampire dude.
No, we can't get back to the boss because we released and the floor is closed from phase 1.
I can res you or try to live it.
there are people jumping down and not dying.
Oh, can we jump down the middle hole? It didn't look like it was open.
Yeah.
I ran over
Yeah, it looks like it.
back in combat. So.
My AC should drop off of it.
I'll be the last to release because mine will still be on it. Multi-dollar company right here.
No, indie developer. You gotta be patient with the indie developers, you know?
Yeah, as soon as Rennick left, it looks like it was there, so I need to be the last to release.
What are we supposed to do with the sword guy? Is he supposed to like disappear or give you something?
No, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, there's a dead body on
Just
the floor
loot
for
the
loot.
boss. Just loot the boss and move on.
And then if you talk to the vampire dude, he'll send you back to the where you first went in the mirror for the second or the ninth boss. You just walk out.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Fortunately, I can't res you guys.
I have many, many wares. Many farewell.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic, bring it. Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old. If you find anything exotic...
Okay, who's streaming this so I can watch it?
My stream is up and running. It's in the streams channel.
Perfect.
I think you can run to the mirror on the left when you get in. I don't think you have to go all the way around.
Yeah. Brings you to the sewers.
You're a cold, smelly, gross, wet dog. Isn't she?
Channeling the closet at the top of the sewer.
Sit. Yeah, you can. You're a good girl. You like to be good, don't you? Good is how you don't get vibrated, how you don't get shocked. I'm not joining you for freedom.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you. May your feet find good trails.
The Arbiter sees all truths.
Do you have enough people to clear?
Local need one more summon. The one of myself expired. Just soul binds for this.
What are you swapping? Oh, for healing.
Yeah, need to do this. Thanks.
Did Freaky just run through his Windwalker? Oh no, he teleported back.
So is it the people in group 1 through 4 that are in for this?
Yeah, same as when we did Hungering on Thursday.
Okay, so group 5 can leave.
Thank you.
Alright, let's clear trash. If you have disease to spell, please remove it. Remove disease.
Go Kyrian.
Yeah, but I think it removes all
Depends how
stacks, right?
long. Depends on how long we drag out the trash.
You been followed?
Here, the largest of its kind I have seen.
The beast seeks to sate its endless hunger upon the stores of animal below. Dispatch this creature before it grows even stronger.
One thing that I think is easier about, even if we're not in there while we're playing trash, is for the orbs. If you are high health and are going to be able to soak your orb, you don't need to move as far, and you can stay in or whatever, but you have to soak your orb if you're going to do that. So I think that's the easiest way to do that, is stay in if you're going to just eat your orb right after. That's not a problem. But if not, you need to get the fuck out, because you can spread them all around the walls and not really worry about it. Looking at like a lot of the kill videos and things for first kills, people are really getting them up and around the walls and spread everywhere. So that'll help a lot.
Yeah, that reduces a lot of healing. Can I get mage food?
Rennick's standing in it. No manners. Oh, thanks, Rennick.
It's so many bitches. What? Not you, fuckboy.
Oh, hey! We're gonna get a BOE from this.
More PoE fun.
Alright. Make sure you guys are looking at the boss in the room.
Start the ball on green. I got it.
Soon.
Or not.
New circle's going to the far side.
Get fella. ASAP.
Space back on circle, you get a soak.
So for your group, what your group is doing is going to be the same. You're going to be on your group marker. The big difference is that each time someone with miasma comes to your group, there's going to be 2 people with miasma at your group. So on the first set, 2 are going to be on orange and 2 are going to be on star, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. So for example, on the orange group, that's usually it should be Knight and Pum up in the front on the orange one, and Ava and Conk in the back as 2 people that are able to soak. And on star, it would be Brad and I think we moved someone else there, but
Did it just get switched as you're talking? Because now it looks like Brock on orange, not Knight? Question mark?
Yeah, I think it was changed because Knight was tanking last time, and now Baroque is, so he took Knight's place.
either way, in the group there's 2 people that are melee or healers in the front, and then 2 people that are just range or healer in the back. That should be able to eat it, along with a 5th person. So the idea is if it's on orange and I'm just in the melee one soaking, you know, the whole time or not, I know that's mine, like that's what I'm looking at. Orange, melee, that's mine. I need to check that guy's health, I need to make sure he's good. Then for the next set of 2 miasma, they go green front and back and X front and back. Then that whole time, everyone on orange and star, there's no miasma anywhere near them. They're all in the back. So there's no accidental running over or running through the boss or anything. So that whole time it lets your stacks drop. Then we do it again, go to orange while green stacks drop. And then before the big suck, they'll be on green and X, and then those people need to run out early. We'll try to call that. There should be a weak aura that should, or a distance warning to say when to run out. But that makes it so much easier because you're basically, as just a normal person that's doesn't have a miasma yet, you have kind of your area, which is either, you know, front or back of your marker that you need to worry about. So the main difference of like what's going to be technically harder will be when you do get the miasma, being able to know which one to run to. And that's unfortunately just going to have to require, we don't have a weak aura that just says exactly where to run when you have it, but we just need, we'll be calling out, you know, orange and star ones. So if someone's, you know, obviously melee need to be in the melee one and range in the range one, but that's just one that we'll have to figure out on the fly while we do it.
Okay, so if you get one, I mean, I assume orange goes to orange, yellow goes to yellow, but if you get green or red, oh, green's going to the orange side, is that right?
No, it's not based on the marker at all. For where you go with it. It's not based on the marker on your head. It's just based on if you're a melee on green or orange side, like this is my side, then I want to be on the melee on whichever one it's supposed to be. So 4 marks will go out for the first one, and we'll say those need to be on orange front and back and star front and back. Hopefully I don't have to say that whole thing. I'm not very good at calling, so I won't be doing it. But the first 2 that go out need to figure out and get on orange front and back and star front and back. Then the next 2, when they get on people, need to be triangle front and back and X front and back.
So do we have a new weak aura? Because the one we were using last time only showed our group members and our specific miasma soap person. I don't know how what weak aura is gonna make this clear though, without giving us the entire group again, which was too much information.
The only thing
I don't think we honestly need it if everybody's just staying in it the whole time. Like, for your group.
The original one should be good, right?
So I think you don't have to be in it the whole time necessarily, but like, so I think it's, so I'm now orange back group, me and I guess Conk are orange in the back.
Right.
And as long as that person has the shouty weak aura, we can be in or out of that person.
Right.
Okay.
Reset.
And then otherwise the rest, nothing else matters except for the person who's shouting right on your own marker.
Exactly. And the original weak aura has all the people's health level and whatever it is. I don't know the words, but
Someone link the original weak aura again? I tossed it when we moved to a new strategy.
Yeah,
because the new one we were using was so much cleaner. I just think showing all 20 people is going to be confusing. It's going to be hard to tell who's actually in your soap group and when their stacks are falling off. You're going to see everybody.
I'm pretty sure the original weak aura didn't do that, but
I think all you need is
the original weak aura just showed the 4 targets.
Should be in the Hungering Destroyer channel, like if you scroll up somewhere.
So I think what we should do is we should pull and see how it goes. Still theoretically in your same groups, it's just...
Are we Vanticing?
yeah, but I didn't want to. I just want to pull the boss too at the same time. Yeah, so the most important thing is to be able to see the health of the people that you're supposed to be soaking for.
Anyways, they will shout, right? So even if we don't have the weak aura, we'll see it in 3D in game.
You have a lot of background noise, bitch boy.
Yeah, I know.
He's on an airplane. It's okay.
Yeah. Mark.
Go to your house, Mom.
Alright, up to tanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so me and Conk both have it, and we're both supposed to be soaking. So basically, we're short 2 soakers on the orange mark.
Soak for Conk, please.
So just goes to the outside.
Ghost outside. Oh, Rick, go in the middle, see Soak.
So whoever's purple right now.
Soak needs to be on the backside. Yes.
On the backside.
Okay, and then this is back.
Position.
These are Soak for the inside.
Isn't this back to front? The third set.
Yes, so back to front. On the inside. Time the bomb. Deep with the Devos move. Drag the boss to purple.
Spread so that you don't get it from anyone else. Alright, so if something happens like that where you're already in a group that has 4 because you have a tank in it, then you just need to call for a tank to rotate into the melee spot for the off tank, and then someone else can just rotate back. Also, you guys are able
Beaver's a healer?
Sully has Soulstone.
Okay.
Also, you guys are able to overlap the rings so that someone can be in there and focus heal themselves. Like if you have a healer can be in there and focus heal themselves or whatever while we rotate over a tank or something if needed. Also, if you switch from if you need to help and switch from one to the other, it's the same as if you were to, the stacks work the same as if you were to stay in someone's the whole time. It's not worse if you switch to someone else.
I'm just gonna say just run all the balls out further instead of standing still. It will really help with the healing requirements here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sits on yellow orange.
We need a backup on orange again.
I'm going to limit this cross my
Everyone needs to be soaked. None of the rest need to be soaked right now.
Alright, run this out.
Outside now.
Heroes pump here.
Yeah. Devos need to be in front of boss.
Get on triangle, is it? Continue.
Alright, let's wipe this.
So Fmu and I went and had to run ours over to Star, and no one was there. And like, we're not gonna run at people because we don't know what your stacks are, but we just died on the expunge because no one came and soaked ours. I think Brock ran in and tried to soak, and that was it.
The strat just feels like we've dropped 4 groups down to 2 groups, and because it's not a specific 5 people associated with like soaking rotation in one, there's like no accountability to getting people into them.
So yeah, I actually think the strat should be cleaner and less like confusing about like when I was to soak and when not. But people
No, everyone in that group soaks.
But
That's
people
what
were
I'm saying,
standing on their marker is what I was saying. Like, we ran to where we were supposed to be, and there was no one there.
Right, so I think the strategy once we're doing it actually should be cleaner, but people need to be on the right marker and people need to be on their marker to soak, right? So if I've just had orange or whatever and now I get one, like I have to move to green, but then after I have to go back to cover orange, like you just have to keep returning to, like you feel like your home base spot basically, and
Yeah, you return to your markers once you're finished.
right.
If you're the marker, if you have the miasma, go to whatever, but you have to return to your marker once it's over.
Exactly.
And just to be sure.
So whoever's at Star, assigned to Star is Brad, Rennick, Soli, Highlights.
Yeah, that's what happened in the previous poll too. Reset isn't happening, and some groups just get thinned out. It becomes
Well, I mean, I also saw some people with the markers, like the first mark's on orange and then the second mark's on orange, so like...
Right, but like,
Yeah, so then you can't.
I think everybody's overthinking is like that's where you use your brain. Like me, Ava, and Conk got it. So Conk took orange, Ava took triangle, and I just went to X. I went to the blank one. Like, I think you're too. Use your brain.
We should never be on orange and triangle at the same time. That's the opposite. That's what they changed about the strategy. So
But
that's
if three people get it, what do you want us to do?
Can people hear me? Hello. Can people hear me?
we can now.
Okay, good.
Less.
So should we do a quick demonstration, like back here or something? I feel like it cannot hurt.
A quick demonstration of what specifically the movement, how it should go.
Like pretend, I guess like pretend, put markers on people and pretend it's the first one and then the second one.
I mean, basically, it's just you have 2 on star, 2 on circle, and then for the second set, you have 2 on X, 2 on triangle. And then you
Exactly.
just keep bouncing back and forth. So if we had 1 on orange and 1 on triangle, then that's wrong.
That is wrong,
And
yes.
people not moving back to actually soak with me and whoever else that was on star is wrong. Because we were the only 2 people on that marker.
Okay, so which is specifically confusing?
I think it just needs to be said again explicitly because I get it, but I was watching things go wrong all the time and Paul's identifying something that's wrong too. Like, I mean, I guess if you ask if people get it, they might not say yes. That's why I'm saying it's good to just like explain it again, which I think we've now done.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think we explained it.
I put up a skull marker just so you can see where the relative 2 groups should be. If you have any concerns about that, you're almost on top of each other with the circles overlapping, but you're not on each other. You want to be like circle and skull, and you do that for each side.
always going to be 4 soaks, and there's always going to be the markers are always retroactive to each other. So if you're right side of the boss, you're always together. If you're left side of the boss, you're always together on that side. Doesn't matter what your soak marker is. And if people stay generally in their groups, your stacks will have a chance to refresh every cycle.
Okay, and I have a question. Are the tanks ever helping with soaks or no?
Yes.
I think off tank is.
Yeah, we're helping on orange and we should be helping on orange and star.
Right. So basically, we have like a backup for when we get in situations like me and Conk keep getting it first every
and
single
if you
time.
guys, I went into it that whole time for that last poll.
Right, and we actually need another backup besides you when it's me and Conk. For example, since that's happened twice. Because it's you and Knight in the front, Pum and there's no one
Yeah,
in the
just
back.
call like a backup for
But I can
orange.
stand in both. If you guys overlap them, I can stand in both.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
your
gonna
group
die.
just say star group needs a backup or
Okay.
orange group needs a backup or
Yeah,
triangle group
yeah,
needs a
I can
backup.
stand in both if you give me a Venn diagram.
But we can't do that outside of like the very first set, right? Because the off tank should be clearing balls.
No, we don't need to clear balls if they're. That's why we spread them all the way up against the wall. If you look at some of these clear vids, they have so many just all along the wall that's just so far away that we just don't need to worry about. Because you don't get that many, you know, over the course of the whole fight. You're able to place the balls like everywhere. Just as long as they're not, you know, where we're running to suck, then it's fine.
Can we get a new cauldron, please?
Plug one.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Remember, do not need to soak these. Do not be in the circles. Just soak on purple. Or orange.
The back person on orange is very confusing.
Oh, there's a big marker. More on triangle, please.
Conk needs the back of orange.
We're good. We're switching.
Okay, these need to be 2 on X, 2 on triangle, please. 2 on X, 2 on triangle. 2 on X, 2 on triangle.
Need the range group that's supposed to be. That's X. Soaking, please. I need soaps. I'm sitting here bubbled.
You should be one behind each other, not off to the side.
Got melee, so I...
No, not you. I meant
2 on star, 2 on circle.
Circle needs one. There's 3 still over.
Someone's off on fuck nowhere. He needs to come to circle.
Three of them are wrong right now.
No, only 2 were wrong. Okay, now we're set up right. Okay. I think now we see it. Let's wipe this one up here and let's go again.
Melee, so I'd be literally standing here with nothing.
That was the third one, so it was odd, and there were still people on X. So odds should be yellow and orange.
They were on X because there were 2 on star, and no one was moving.
Just wipe.
What happens if 2 melee get it? We're just gonna have melee just stand there and do nothing?
No, you guys can stack side by side. No, they can stack side by side.
Well, that's what we were trying to do, wasn't it?
Like in the middle. Like you can be kinda in the
Two
middle.
melee should be 1 on purple, 1 on yellow, and the range on the back on purple and yellow.
Well, that's not what they said. They said fucking I was wrong until I moved and started standing
And
there.
purple's not a place we should ever go. Purple's
Purple, yes.
Okay, sorry, I meant orange.
But
not
you meant
purple.
orange. I understood. I just want to make sure nobody goes to purple.
From the vantage where I'm dead, it was. Yeah.
Grab an extra flask if you haven't. Don't let them go to waste.
You get a feast?
We don't need a feast. We need to know that the first 2 miasmas have 2 on orange and 2 on star. The second set have 2 on green and 2 on X.
Okay,
then
so
we repeat 2 on orange, 2 on star, then 2 on green and 2 on X. That's it. We repeat that over and over. There needs to be 1 behind each other on those markers. The front side, which is orange and star, for the first. The back side, which is triangle and X, second. Any food we eat before, people understand that is a waste. Whenever you're ready, come.
The dog's looking at the Roomba.
Zero's your earth shielding.
Well, she's standing by the Roomba at least. Being a weirdo.
Yeah. Do you want to actually do it or?
No, I just didn't want to overlap here, so I was asking.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 2 on orange, 2 on star, please. So this is star and orange marked groups are the ones soaking these ones that are on orange and star. When we switch,
We need you on it's me and Conk again.
5 10.
Okay, so I'm not certain.
Okay, so
We
green
need-
and X.
Green needs to be on the other side. If you guys have the miasma, you can drop on your marker.
This needs to be on green.
so there needs to be 2 on green and 2 on X.
Okay, now orange and yellow.
2 on
I'll run over.
orange. Please only talk if you need me to get in so that I can.
Let's look at orange.
No one is token, I see.
Okay, let this one up.
Eat me!
You have the vibrate remote? Okay. I don't know why people don't understand this strategy. You understand this strategy, right? Okay. People are still fucking it up.
Hang on, son.
Jesus up, prepare.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two on orange and yellow. And we need backup duel.
Anytime.
More soaks on yellow. Rock.
Is there no one?
Yeah, it's because me and Conk are supposed to be the okay, green and red.
Sorry, Soli.
You were saying?
Orange and yellow.
once again.
Green and red.
Pull the boss purple. Marks, get out. For miasmas, you're all supposed to be on one side. All on square. Or be squared and forward. You need to all be on one side.
They didn't run out early when you called for it.
Oh no, we had 2 on each side. Like, you guys need to be on one side of the markers, like I said. When we're out there, we all get stacks, and we all have stacks now. Marks are on the inside.
Green and X.
Here, swipe it.
Swipe.
Alright, so
So
for
do
that
you
group,
want
Pum, you need to be
miasmas?
in the back one for orange.
Do we want miasmas running in front of the group, or to the left or to the right?
They should be in front and then go to the blue side.
Okay.
That way, when we're running out after them, we don't hit any of them on the way.
Yeah, so miasmas run in front.
So the thing I saw had them in the back. Like, basically, they leave early and they stand in the back, and then everyone else is just in the.
This is how they did it in the newest video. Is they did the 2 sides, and then one side had them so that they can fit in the circle. I don't think it matters too much if they're behind
front, back,
or
left,
side.
right. Yeah, it's fine.
As long as
Yeah,
they're
it doesn't matter.
separated.
Yep.
The point is to like not refresh miasma stats.
Yeah.
And so when we're spreading out there, the people, that's what the Spirit Link is for. All the healing for everyone is from Spirit Link, for all the miasma people. So no one should be standing in it so you can let the stacks drop. Then, right before we run back in, they assign 4 new people. And when that happens, we need to be pre-spread so that when they assign a new one, the circle comes around you and then it doesn't hit everybody else that's next to you and start giving them stacks too. So that's one of the only times where it's like weird about like accidentally getting it, is that's pre-spread. But I think we can try to maybe call a little bit earlier for the people with the miasma to run back, just so they can get out there ahead of time and people can have more room. I don't know where I am in the castle.
Maybe there's some.
There was also some balls in the area where people were trying to be on the back miasma, so we need to
It's not letting me summon you, duel. Someone else can try.
figure that out. And we'll let you summon?
Just you for some
I could have sworn when I released it was,
I'm
I was
summoning
accepting I was accepting a res too, so obviously I'm fucked. Alright, I got that, thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yellow, orange.
Duel, we need backup. And Pum and
Triangle.
back.
I mean,
grab it.
Push.
Yellow needs to
Yeah,
go on the yellow
to the other
side. It's fine. be an orange.
Green and red.
Okay.
Orange and yellow.
Not move that line at the last second again.
Which one are you talking about?
Green and red, yes.
This one. There was like 3 balls on X, like that shouldn't be happening at all. I'm not sure what happened there.
There's also several on green.
I was fine if you switch around regardless.
But I mean,
I
that's
stayed in
clearly not
really.
happening though, right? Like,
Okay, so guys, with the beams, please do not move the last second. Please get out right away. Don't cheat with your DPS cooldowns. There's gaps in between the markers to fire through. Don't fire through and kill people again. Because somebody who had the debuff got killed, and then I with the debuff almost got killed. But I was higher HP than them. So please do not do that, especially if you have a movement ability. Another thing, when you get the marker above your head, relative to each side, if you are orange or green, go on the side with orange or green. If you are yellow or red, go on the side with yellow or red. It just makes it much easier.
and that was good. I saw we had 2 melee on one side, and they went
Yeah,
side to side
we
really
died.
good. And
That's good.
But we need the soakers to kind of adjust because one of them was a lot lower.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, you gotta back up.
Oh, we don't need to. Knight is there, Nami is there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just keep an eye on
Go to your right, Red.
That clears it out over here.
Step that or bring one up.
We got it ready.
Yeah, we can just pull them up.
Green and red. Orange and yellow.
Let's go.
Alright, reset this one.
Alright, cool. Okay.
I think I'm gonna make my character a fucking cold. Everybody sees me.
Tired of Goblin?
I'm not tired of it, but I'm tired of people standing on top of me. I released. Have a toy too.
Let's try just everyone running out. Just don't for the balls. Just everyone drop them along the wall.
So I think. You know what? Never mind.
Because like someone's always dying around that time.
So, just for that first, I know there's a lot of other things I want to make sure to figure out, but for that first orange one, how long, so if it's you and Conk, and Knight's in the front one, and Pum's in the back one, how long until you need me to soak?
We don't really need you. I think it's a panic thing.
Unless someone gets hit by the beam on the first one,
Right.
you don't have to soak anything, really.
Correct.
Okay, so
Okay,
if
sorry.
one of you guys gets the beam, then tell me, and then I'll watch for that. How's that?
Yeah, I think
Sure.
If we run out with the beam, we have time to come back in. But that's just
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, let's just do that, and then.
It'll be like you. I'm asking like a girl at you.
No, sorry, I was just calling it out because we.
No,
We
no,
have a-
I
we
know.
have
I'm
a
just trying to
desolate-
math it through, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I don't
We
need
have
to
a
like rush over
Desolate
there.
and an Expunge that go off during the first miasma, right? You need double soakers before both of those to top the people off.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
people
not
need to
been
get to
one
the beam.
time. There's not been one time that I've had miasma and we get an Expunge and I'm even remotely healthy.
Yeah,
If you have
seeing
one
the same.
person in there, by the time Desolate goes off, the miasma target's going to have like 60% health. Desolate's going to chunk them to like 15-20% health, and then 5-6 seconds later, you get an Expunge where we have to spread.
Right,
We've
and
got to
those are
top them off
giant
before
circles.
Desolate, and then we've got to quickly top them off before the Expunge goes off.
So yeah. So my question was, how long until I need to get in there? And obviously I'm getting mixed answers, but I guess I'll just have to watch.
Well, we had said come in if the person is below 90, right? So I can call if it's below
Right.
90, I guess. The issue is it's challenging because I'm tempted to call the marker overhead, which could be confusing with the markers on the ground.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, if you guys are like, especially if it's like that, you should just be in it, like right away. Like we can take the extra healing to eat the weird group overlap, right? So if someone's in both of you the whole time, and there's a Venn diagram for me, you guys should be at the same HP.
Right, but
And then I can just do that.
I think one person is a net, like, you need two to actually be healing a miasma person.
Right.
And without you, we literally have, like, it's 1 and 1, like Knight is 1 with the front person and Pum is 1 with the back person, but we literally, like, don't have any more people in our group.
Right.
Is there a reason the right side has 2 more people, excluding tanks? Like, the left side has the 2 tanks, but the right side has 2 more people.
That's probably a good point. You should put, like...
Brock was in Star when I last submitted the groups.
Then they have 3 more people.
I don't know how the math would work on that, but Brock is in the incorrect group. I put him in Star, so I don't know why he's in Triangle right now. So let me change that.
Just counting wrong.
Wait, every
No.
group has 5 now. So-
Right, but the left side has 2 tanks who aren't soaking every time. But the right side has 5 people who are soaking every time.
Oh.
So the left side
So
has...
so Orange has a tank and Star has a tank. Right? I swapped Rennick over to green.
Also the X and Diamond world workers got swapped.
They got swapped because one of the big things above the head that people have in the Weaker is purple, so I'm removing the confusion.
No, well, I fixed that.
So X in the RT node is purple.
No, I fixed the problem already.
I think we're good.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yellow and orange.
Pretty nice looking right now.
Green and red.
That's it.
Someone from green side needs to go over, thank you. Orange, yellow, yep. Green and red. So as soon as there's two people down in a group, like Pum and Conk there, it's...
Yeah, no, it's over. So I'm wondering how they died.
Slowly tip down over at green.
It's basically what FMU said. They weren't topped up before Desolate expunged, and then we couldn't get back to them in time when also run to the walls.
Feels like they're not getting to the back groups fast enough for us to soak.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing as well, is the miasmas changing to the second targets of the pole. People don't do anything for a few seconds, and then the spread comes out, and then that's just like a huge time period. When they get assigned, you guys got to move.
And unless they're beams, like, you can run and meet them halfway, pick them up.
Yeah, just like stop. Like the most important thing is just to get to the groups. If you have the miasma.
Is there a reason no one's calling out like Desolate in 5, Expunge in 5, Miasma switch in 5? Because if we know when miasmas are going to switch, we can stop healing those people. Like, we can get out of those circles instead of just draining health until someone switches to one of those people that was just draining and now they're half health. Like, we could have pretty much everyone topped off when it swaps, so that it swaps to 100% health people. I just feel like we don't call out any mechanics in this fight for some reason, and so we don't top off people properly because people don't necessarily know to step in and make sure they're 100% instead of 80%, and it just seems like for some reason there's no call outs in this fight.
Sure, I'll try to counter that out.
DBM. Is the dog on you? What?
5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
2 people need to get over to the start.
Piacha, go to.
There's a green person in a complete wrong spot.
Desolate. Miasma is ending in 5. This is a sponge. Desolate ending in 5. New desolates to the front group. Sponge soon.
More cell connects.
Helps them. These are back groups. Consume soon. Consume, run out. Bomb Spirit Link. Alright, Miasma, go to the front group.
Who's orange there?
Alright, let's just wipe it here. I think that went there. Yeah, if you have miasma, just go to your groups. Don't forget about DPS.
Can you call the consume a little even earlier than you did? Because he cast before that, and then also the miasma people still weren't out.
So
by the time
someone was really low running out, and I think they were hesitant to leave, and they just rotted out. We have gates down, so you can stay and get topped and then take the gate if you need to get out that way. If you think you're going to die, if you don't, it's better than dying, even if you put stacks on the back group.
I thought Max had said not to do that because it's worse to ruin the stacks because that ruins other people's ability to soak down.
So my understanding,
the biggest issue here, and I think I'm really not sure that the issue is running out. The issue is that person should not be that low. So we need to figure out why that person was that low so that they can move out in time.
Exactly. I think we need to call I agree with you. We've got to call some of these.
At least on the first move, if the back group is soaking and their stacks are cleared correctly when we move out like they're supposed to be, the next set's on the front group. So even if it gets messed up a little bit, the back group should have time to clear their stacks.
Yeah.
I have a question. For the people, when we move back, if the miasma people are on top of each other, is that bad? Like, do we hurt each other, or does that not really matter?
That's bad.
It is bad.
Okay. Alright, me and someone else ended up on top of each other, and I was like, I'm not sure this matters, but thank you.
And one other thing, in Expunge, if you see the little warlock things, please don't run right on top of them, because we're using those to take our expunges to the wall.
So, first set of miasmas.
5, 4,
Stack in the front.
3,
Second set in the back.
2,
You guys have got to
1.
move as soon as you get assigned a miasma. You've got to move your feet.
Okay, we're gonna need you duel.
event ending in 5.
Swap.
You said go to the back.
Green and red.
Expunge soon. Expunge.
Spirit Cloak.
Front. Orange, yellow.
Green should go. I'm gonna go
Desolate soon.
other side.
Yellow, come stand behind orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Expunge soon.
Back.
Consume
Someone
soon.
from red go to green.
Consume burn out.
Front, yellow, orange.
These are front.
X markers are such a giver.
Alright, this is reset.
Yeah, alright, that's great. It seems overall people know, like, the first two, orange and yellow, get there. Second two, back. Like, I know there's a lot of little things where someone dropped the ball wrong or someone didn't get me full, but unfortunately, just watching, it took people until I think that poll to understand that the first two need to go in the front, and the second two need to go in the back. We have to have that baseline before I can fix the fact that no one was standing in your thing, unfortunately. But now I think we have that, so we'll break here, and we should be able to do that, and then fix any time that people aren't soaking.
Yeah, I think the problem is instinctively it like feels bad if no one's like jumping into your stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And we can go on the logs and see why that happened, right? We can understand why that happened. But I'm just more concerned at the time of people actually, once they have the miasma, going to the spot they're supposed to. Once that happens, then everyone else can position correctly for the whole fight and stand in things correctly for the whole fight.
Right there, in the end, it's just this human behavior when no one's standing next to the two markers, or there's like two people on one side, then everyone else is like farther along on the other side because of various reasons. Either they were dropping or didn't realize their debuffs fell off. It just feels, weird.
Anyone has a training dummy that can be dropped in here? I want to try something.
We can use you as a fucking dummy.
Shut up, bum.
Well, we...
I want to try. Might have made her weak or rough for this.
Oh Jesus.
Or I'll just hard out.
You can't drop the turnip in raids.
Drop that ass. Go.
Dolly and Dot are my best friends. They pull my wagon through dunes of sand. They have small teeth and they love to eat. They're the best packers in all the land.
really think our problem is not enough healing. If you look at our healing charts, they're kind of poopy. People should be healing 5 to 6k.
Okay.
Okay, so just double check that reminder. Unit freak is nearest freak unit. The only time you guys move off your assigned group marker is if you have the miasma. If you don't have the miasma, you stay on that marker. Yeah, also sponge. Yeah, don't stand there and drop 8,000 balls in the middle. Not like we have a means to clean that shit up.
What? I have a spoon. No, I have 2 spoons. Thank you, baby. Hmm?
Alright. So something that I noticed and saw when we pull, if you are X group, you need to be on this line shooting out between orange and X group. You don't need to be in the middle where the arrow is gonna fucking shoot, and you don't want to be soaking on star. And if you're star or orange group, first thing comes out, you're soaking over here, everything's great, deeper, you know, hopefully. Don't follow them to freaking the next one. If you're star and a normal person and you don't have miasma, you need to stay on star. Don't follow them to the next thing.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Sponges
miasma.
in it.
I see someone chasing them from.
Love on green. Honk.
Miasma in 5 seconds. Sponge soon.
Can anyone else get in yellow?
Tim's the 7. Start
running out.
It's me or no 12 plus cooldown.
Alright, front group. B-Res on pump. Miasma switch soon.
Yellow doesn't need any more soaking. Stop soaking.
Back, green and red.
Alright, just wipe it here.
Definitely want the armor kits on this, so slap those on.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get soak on green.
Desolate soon. Miasma on 5, switch. Expunge soon. Miasma switch soon. Expunge soon.
Yes, let's start moving back.
Same thing that killed me last time, yeah? You got the side, yeah?
So one of the things is right at the end of the suck, we've got to spread so that when the new miasmas come out, we don't get them. And then for the suck, like, it's legit every time we say it, he casts something right when you say it. Like, it has to be like just like 2 seconds earlier so we can move him before he casts that, because it's like super annoying. And I can get a weak aura that tells the tanks when to move him, but until then, if we can just do it a little bit earlier, I'll try and keep an eye, but yeah, it's hard. I need to figure out what the exact timing is on that.
People with miasma, while we're running out for consume and there's a spirit link, you guys are taking up the entire spirit link. You guys can dip in and out of it to normalize your health. You don't have to be in the spirit link the entire time if there's not.
We were back there first, and on blue we were told to be in the spirit link got dropped, so we were in the middle. The spirit link.
Yeah, the spirit link was way off, but
because we're there first.
Yeah.
We were there first.
Yeah, that was good. You got It was definitely the spirit link was not where it would normally be, so that's fine. We can work with that. But yeah, the idea is the spirit link doesn't do anything to the people with miasma if everyone else isn't also in the link. But then we also need to spread out everywhere before the miasma swap. So we need to spread away from them before they swap.
Do you just want to move the boss before the Desolate cast? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just onto purple before that cast.
Yeah.
And there's just always so much going. I don't know when the fuck that one is, because I'm looking at like, if I could not worry about anything except for tank stuff, I'd have it every time. But alas.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Desolate soon. Miasma stop soon. Expunge. Miasma swap soon. Beerus on low. Beerus broken. Expunge soon. Actually, reset it here. Text it.
So now it seems like the beams are getting super sloppy. I'm not involved
not
in
on
any of
their
it.
markers. That's why they're dying. We have a number of people that are straying off their markers, and the beams are trying to go there to get out of the way, and there's always somebody there.
Yeah, if they're not on their markers, it's their fault.
I've seen it happen like 3 or 4 times so far.
So okay, stop. Yes, but we can't just kill them and move on. People need to stay on their markers.
Right.
So yes, in the moment, I know, I can't believe they do it too. But in the moment, like, yes, you can do that. You can run over people, just be in between markers. But like, why are people not on their markers? Can anyone admit to not being on a marker and explain why, or can you help me out with that one, or do we need to check the replays?
No need to really shame anybody. Just people just need to learn to fight.
And I'm seeing people not diagonal to the boss on the world markers, right? It's supposed to be a melee and a ranged one, but there are people like side by side. And I think that's throwing the people on the markers off because they're trying to go soak and help because the miasma people aren't in the right place. And then it just throws everything off because then that's where the beams are supposed to go. And like, I don't know, I don't think it could be simpler.
I think they're only doing it if it's 2 melee on one side.
I've seen cases where it's not, but
Oh,
yeah. I mean,
okay.
hopefully
Well-
now people get it. It's
Even if it's 2 melee, like, just lose the DPS, like, and let's do the fight. Because, like, the fight is literally the same thing over and over. And if we get this pattern done once and can cleanly get through consumes, that's the entire thing, right?
I would also highlight the sometimes it's not the beam. It might look like a beam death, but it's really miasma. If folks aren't
Yeah, topped off.
topped, like, I've seen that pretty deep too. We look at logs and it looks like beam. Mine looks like beam, but it's because you had to break off.
And if it is 2 melee, you guys can like easily just go through the boss to the other side. I don't know about like a full switch or whatever, but like running through the boss there is nothing because everyone is on, like, it's like you have like a side thing there, so.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Desolate soon. Yeah, the switch soon. He has message soon.
So we can move over a little bit. Don't
Spawn you soon. He has message. Consume soon.
One of y'all get in melee, please, on the next side.
Spread. Spread. Oh.
Yes,
Did you get on star?
Two front.
Alright, that was good getting to the consume. Yeah, we have to spread before the miasma reassignment. And then I'm not sure exactly what happened after that.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll call it instead.
Even if you do call, it still comes out quick. It's like you
Yeah,
really have
I know.
to be on top of it. Now I see the fight. Now I'm enjoying it.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you get the during, you know, steady state down, and then the transition isn't super easy either. I think that's a lot of the fight is being able to do that. Is being able to do that transition into the big suck and run back out. That's like a huge part of it. It seems like, oh, we just run out, but it's really, really, really important that we're able to clear our stacks there.
Prep yourself too, health-wise.
Yeah, exactly, and get everything reset. Because even running back to him, because like as soon as we go, like it's go time. Like he's beating tanks, he's assigning shit. Like it starts out like right away, like straight to 100.
I think we're kind of doing it naturally, but we roar out and wind rush back in, right?
Wind rush up enough time to, when it's dropped, to run out if you have to run back.
Yeah, the wind rush, it's easier to get into when we're all kind of together, and then the roar for running out since we're spread apart. It's just.
Since you're complaining, you ain't getting none now. They should kept them all shut.
I'm not complaining. I'm trying to be helpful, but I'm done. I'm done.
Let's have Void Windrush the first one, and my I mean Void Roar and my Windrush.
May add that with all the other cooldowns in your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and put Spirit Link and my Spirit Link for the first consume.
You did that one, and I see you got
that. That throws all the timers off theirs.
Okay.
5, 4.
So I got tied into damage reductions.
1.
Yellow. Okay.
Desolating. Yes, my switch soon. Expunged.
Green needs help, green needs help.
Yes, my switch soon.
I'm the being right now.
Expunge soon. Yes, my switch soon. Consume in 10. Roar.
Zero, take the front.
Alright, Webby here.
Back in the circle. Shit, I'll fuck up 4 in one area. Whew.
No, so he's alive.
The back of orange.
You want me to back up orange now?
No. Are you doing front or are you doing back?
I'm doing the back.
Okay. Alright.
Doing the back. I think that time there was like so many people around us. Everybody's ran to the same corner.
Okay.
So they had a lot of blue balls all over their face. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
what you
soaking
doing?
like a tampon, trust me.
Alright, so Pum and Conk default back, and Knight and Ava default front for orange group. And then when I come, I'll try and get a Venn diagram, and I'll whenever I come, I'll do both. It's easy to for me to just dip into melee too, obviously, but.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you can't. This doesn't work. Like, there's no workaround for that.
Don't work this next time.
Yeah, it's missing 5. Expansion.
Shoot the B-res after house.
Yeah, that's what Expansion. Shield breaking.
That's why many deaths. So, rule of thumb is that if there's 3 of you that all want to be on this side, which is orange, right? And orange and green are on the same side, right? Then the person that has star or egg should go to the other side.
They just want to be. I saw 3. Get delusional. Why can't I press the button? The fuck? Hold on.
Guys might want to back up a bit.
1 second, restart quick. Oh, got it. Oh,
got him.
Thank you. Timing is very important in this fight, though. The more I do it, the more I realize it. It has to be on point. I can't mean you hit me from the back and Ava hit me from the front.
So you were Eiffel Towered?
Pretty much if they wanted. I mean, we're doing all dirty stuff with this guy already so far. Okay, so if one of us soaking the first set, you don't want 2 of us to soak it unless it's like a detrimental situation. So if me and you come.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got you.
Yellow, come over here. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Soon. Expansion. Miasma switch soon.
You get that one.
Sponge soon. Switch. Consume soon. Run up. Roar.
Okay, yeah. Might says you guys need to be all on the right side of the square.
Good from the back.
Desolate soon. Miasma switch soon. Expunge soon.
I see. There's way too many dead. Let's start that up here. But yeah, it seems like people. I'm not sure if it's in the moment or if there's just it wasn't explained clearly on what we're supposed to do when we run out for the sun.
It was whoever is just green marker on top of their head.
So all the miasma people need to be out early for the suck when it's called, and they need to be by blue, spread out alongside the outside of the Spirit Link totem. Then everybody needs to be in the Spirit Link totem on the other side, on the moon side. Then, when they're about to swap, everybody needs to spread out and start moving closer to the boss to get ready to set up. So when you spread because you get a miasma on you, and you don't want the miasma to keep the debuffs on everybody else.
So I feel like what you just said is a like. First you said the miasmas are around the totem, which I think we were doing in an early strat, like 4 corners,
Can
but
we
we're
put
doing
the totem down right now, please? So do you see where I am? This would be 1, then another, then a third, then a fourth. They're around the outside of the Spirit Link totem.
Okay, I think you need to be clear that's around, like all along the right side though, because otherwise around sounds like 4 corners and we end up with no space in the middle. That's what I'm
yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. That's why I'm trying to visualize it as much as I can.
like around the right edge, I guess you'd say.
Inside the thing on the blue side, touching the edges so that, I mean, the idea of that no one touches your thing, like that just, you can't spread out through the whole thing. You can't spread out through the whole thing.
Can we just put another marker on like the farthest, like over here, past blue, so they know it'd be between blue and this marker with the miasmas, and then the Spirit Link goes on top of moon or some shit?
Hi. Arrived suddenly.
We throw like a healing rain on top of moon, like centered on moon. That's about the same size, right? And we can just spam that.
It was exactly the same when he dropped it, yeah.
Yeah, so like blue to where I'm jumping now, another marker here, and that's all the Spirit Link, all the miasmas should be between those 2 markers, and that gives the rest of the group the whole right side of moon to work with.
Let me drop it right in between those 2. So you want it in the middle? You want it on?
I think the Spirit Link should go in the exact same spot
Here's the
every
problem.
time.
The problem is I think 15 of you guys know exactly what to do, but every time one of the other 5 get in the thing and don't know what to do, and I'm not sure we're making it easier for them. That's the problem.
I honestly think we're overcomplicating it instead of having 2 markers beside each other and be on one side of the marker and the rest on the other side.
But people still won't do that. I don't know what to do.
Call them out.
People will get it. Don't worry about it.
I was outside healing rain away from everyone, but on the wrong side. That was not hurting anyone. So I thought we were all just kind of spreading out around, like we said before. I'll go to the blue side now.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. It was not clear. Now it is. Yay!
So yeah, just because I'm dropping my. Where do you want me to drop the link to please everybody? Because I don't want to. On Moon. Okay.
Directly on Moon.
All right.
Okay, wait. So in that case, I feel like the Warlock Gate should not. Right now, the Warlock Gates are going right into where all the miasmas are going to stand. So.
Don't worry, no one clicks them.
Cool.
I do.
It's at the wrong time.
Desolate. You guys must switch soon. Expunge soon. Miasma switch soon.
Moving at me.
Need to be res on fire. Never mind, wipe it off.
Be res,
just wipe it.
red.
Like the healer said, and a smaller group does.
Look at that line of balls.
Did we reach that blue marker?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get to your markers.
Yellow go the other side. The person with yellow on their head.
Miasma switch soon.
Move on to yellow, guys.
Expunge soon. Miasma switch soon. Res breath.
Res.
Expunge soon.
Pyro 4, please.
Miasma switch. Consume soon. Soon enough.
Save me, Conk.
Desolate soon. Yeah, switch.
Rip.
X, other side.
Alright, weapon here.
Thanks, Sylvan.
At your side, milady.
You get health stones.
Yeah, this is just for us. Fuck them.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Miasma switch soon. Expunge soon.
Save me.
Miasma switch. Expunge soon. Miasma switch, and then consume in 10. Consume run out. Spread out. Desolate soon.
Heals up there.
Miasma switch. Miasma switch soon. Sponge soon. Alright, just might be here.
So one time when someone died, the two circles on orange were just barely not overlapping, and I was running back and forth between the two, and someone died because since you guys didn't let the circle overlap so I could be in both, I couldn't do both. So always have there be a thing for both so someone can do it. Now it's not really going to happen that much on normal that someone's going to go into both, but like if someone has a CD or knows what they're doing, they can pop in and do both when needed. And then the tank, it's easy for the tanks too.
Yeah, to the Olympics and yeah.
Can we agree on one shaman linking on the consume so that we don't waste double spirit link like we've done the last two pulls?
It's one pull, and I was told to do it the first time. So that's
Yeah,
why.
my bad. I didn't realize I would have that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
X move. X on your head. Thanks.
Desolation. Miasma switch soon. Miasma switch soon. Someone come to the other side. Expunge soon. Someone go
Right now you guys are not giving me Olympics.
Consume soon.
I'm linking this one, is this?
No. Link up. Contact.
Freaky get in front.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Give Duel his Olympics, god damn it. You fucks. Lord. my group over here. Reverse.
Five, four, three,
Be a waste.
2, 1.
Let's less this time.
Let's not.
Why not?
What's this time?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
So good. Shooting up. That's close tank. Still standing.
Miasma switch. Sponge.
This fucking
Miasma switch soon.
mustache.
Do I really have to say it?
Olympics,
Can
green
someone
side.
else help me, please? Like, I'm trying to.
There it is.
They don't have to.
You're supposed to be on that side. Okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, wipe it here.
Oh, good.
Like, I know you guys like lust and parsing and shit, but don't worry about that as long as we're still not stacking things in the right spots. Like, in your group, watch your group. If I know some of you are very, very good, but instead of worrying about damage, watch your group and help me out on who's in the right spot. Make sure people are stacked up, lined up. Like, that's so much more important than damage.
Five, four, three, 2, 1.
Yes, Mr. Soon. Expunge soon. Miasma switching.
Fix your orientations.
Yeah, get on your mark.
Green, stop. You can come back.
Expunge soon. Consume soon.
PI zeros.
So Brock, there we can't move him before the beam. I don't know if it's always a beam. I didn't think it was. But if we move him back and he beams, that fucks up all the positioning for everyone to dodge it.
Where is Sully?
Get back to your positions.
You guys must switch soon. Expunge soon.
Higher count as so as much as it could.
You have to switch. Expunge soon. You guys must switch.
Who needs help, Star?
Consume.
Alright, weapon up here, but by far our best pull.
We are lusting on pull, correct, or we're not?
We are, but it's not important right now.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
guys want to switch soon? Sponge. You have to switch soon. Hero's breath. Expunge soon.
Just Mayor and Brad died in the first like half of
You guys want to switch? Consumes. Roar now.
It might not be. It probably
Switch. Spit up.
No, come back!
Switch soon. Sponge soon. You guys must switch soon.
Where?
Yeah, wipe this here. We did good though. We did good though with slowly down for a while. That's a hard one. I think we're getting it. I think it's just the beam and the transition
Getting back.
time.
Yeah, they're getting back in between.
But that's kind of what I was trying to say at the beginning. Is like you have to get just these soak groups down first. Like it just has to be the foundation, and like it just has to be second nature. And then the rest is just move a beam out, don't get hit by another one, and then do the transition part during the suck, and then that's it. That's really it. Let's get one more good pull in.
Alright, this is the kill. It's not. There's no way we're gonna kill it, but still.
You could suck, I'm sorry.
Whether we're not gonna kill it. I'm negative. I consider myself realistic. Do you think we're gonna kill it this time? Alright.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You guys want to switch soon? Sponge soon.
One of y'all needs spoon.
Miasma switch.
Let's go to start.
Sponge. And go to.
I will survive.
All right. Well, that's that.
Sage is dead. I think orange has it down pat now, though.
All right. Well, I do have to pop out for a little bit, but I'll be back. But yeah, just keep checking disc and the calendar on WoW Audit for all that stuff. But I'll be back. But I mean, I think we got it. There's just a couple things, like I said.
Sully, how was orange?
That's pretty good.
Hey, if you want to watch that, the VOD. We got some Olympic athletes in this bitch.
Lucky doos
What else?
you like. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Alright. I have to do Torghast again. What? That poor Gab. It jumped into my pocket right before we teleported. Armor looks so stupid in this set. Armor looks so bad.
the finest. Until our next transaction. A lost Fae, bound in torment. Free them, lest they be consumed by darkness. goods and services for sale. Remember, everything has value.
She's curious about what I'm doing, baby. She's wondering what I'm doing. Watching me fight it. I'm gonna upgrade my legendary to max level now. You wanna be over here for that? They don't? Oh. Sad.
I remember you.
Give me the upgrade, boy. 1950 something.
Carefully
Max
into
level,
the
level.
darkness.
I have a max legendary.
Do that. They knew how to go in and not, when we didn't. And it's not as apparent until you get farther into the fight that we didn't have any clear stacks with the other strategy, because basically everyone just went right in right away.
But we also
you
did
literally
the
went to the
strategy.
middle. Like you're literally thinking that what Fox said, the run through the middle, was the best strat. No,
I'll be honest.
Run around the outside.
There's also a factor where when we were doing the other strat, literally very little explanation. As you remember, Noel, I gave feedback there. Right? There's a little bit of explanation. It wasn't from you or anything. I think Brad kind of said something for 15 seconds, 10 seconds, and then so I think that first strat, like the attempts were already kind of doomed. People really didn't know what is there, and so I don't know if that data is perfect, because we only pulled how many times with that strat, like half an hour.
No, it was like 20 minutes. Just that.
Yeah, 20 minutes. It was like. So I don't know. Like, I guess either way, I think we still need to manage the miasma stuff a little more, regardless of the strat. Because I think, like, just having people die to sponge because they had miasma that they were low. It's kind of difficult. I mean, I didn't have my PI assigned, so I was basically. I definitely noticed more because maybe it's confirmation bias, but I definitely I'll let Soli or Zero's comment, but like I definitely noticed that like I had to throw a PI pretty much every single attempt, or else we would have had a death there. I don't think that means something is not right there, you know.
I think the healing cooldowns need to be fixed first before we.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that too. We would have to fix that either way with any strat. It's just inefficient.
I don't know why we changed it. Or I don't know.
That's
why
fine. I'll let you work on that. That's an action item. So I guess even if with this strat, like to me, like just looking through some of our longer attempts, didn't look through the deaths, but like. But like it's, I mean, we fixed a lot of things tonight. I will say, regardless of the strat. I don't know. I also feel like, so take a look at this death. I also feel like Miasma should not be dropping their orbs out there. I don't know if you guys noticed that too as a change.
Yeah, we should probably. There's a lot of things I wanted to change.
Quite a few of these deaths.
There's a lot of
all the way Africa and just they can't make it back.
There's a lot of things I wanted to change, especially the orbs. We were doing a lot of things wrong still, but
It's whatever.